What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited and unapologetic opinion about what is going on in the world today. So today's topic is something that I am very passionate about speaking on, and I just want to give a shout out to Janelle for giving me the idea. And yeah, if you have anything you want me to give my opinion about, make sure you guys comment down below. DM me on Instagram, Facebook, and now I have a Twitter, so you can tweet me now. I really don't know how to work that, so bear with me. But yeah, so if you have any ideas you want me to talk about, let me know. And comment down below what you think about this subject as well. Without further ado, let's get into this topic. I came across a few days ago an article about reality TV star Tommie Lee. Now, a lot of you know her from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. There's a lot of controversy around her name. People leaked that she has so many mugshots. A lot of negative things been around her. But, you know, since being on Love and Hip Hop, it seems like she has gotten things together. She's modeling. She's trying to do her best to provide for her family. And you know, with these reality shows, like I said in my last video, these producers, they really don't care. They just want to put on a good show. They want to give you drama, and they really don't care about your well-being, your mental health. They just want to entertain us, and I'm sorry, like I said, I'm always guilty of being entertained. But Tommie Lee is a very, very controversial character. You know, we've seen her have fallouts with her mom. She did not grow up with her mom having the best relationship. Her mom has a drinking problem. A lot of negative things going on there. Tommie Lee is also a mom. And recently it has come out that her 17-year-old daughter is pregnant. Her 17-year-old daughter exposed her mom for allegedly trying to trick her into getting an abortion. Now, mind you, her daughter is currently 7 months pregnant, but at the time she claims that she was 5 months pregnant when her mom and her aunt tried to trick her into getting an abortion. Okay? Most people get abortions usually about before 3 months, I believe, and 5 months, there is a full baby in there with body parts, heartbeat. So I'm not really sure what was going on there. I don't know who would want to have an abortion at 5 months pregnant, but this is what her daughter is claiming. This is a few things her daughter had to say.
I told y'all that they was trying to get me to have an abortion at 7 months. Okay, I was 5 months pregnant at the time. And you can do the math. My auntie just had her baby. I only have 2 months until I have mine. Okay, so I was 5 months pregnant. So she mentioned to me that auntie had just had her abortion at 7 months pregnant. So I'm like, that's not true. She was too far along. Like, I just wasn't believing it at all.
Now, I came across a video of Tommie explaining what that was. Not so much explaining what it was about, but just explaining her side of it as a mom who was also a teenage mom. This is not the life she wants for her daughter. She wants to see her daughter in her dorm room living her life, and you know, she even said, like, I want my daughter to have wild parties and just have fun and live her life as a teenager. And she feels as though, being that she is now going to be a mom, that it's not, that basically her life is over. Like, that's the way Tommie is expressing it.
The mom, I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. I went through a time where I was so depressed, like I wasn't eating, I wasn't posting. I have endorsements, and I'm not posting what I'm supposed to be posting because I'm in my head about somebody sleeping with my daughter. My daughter had. How did it get to that point? How did it get to that point, Tommie?
And she claims that the 4 months that she was locked up for allegedly assaulting her other daughter at school, I know a lot of you might have heard about that. She was arrested for child abuse. In the video, she claimed that her daughter was being disrespectful, and Tommie went up there to address her daughter, and things got physical. They said she slammed her daughter's head into a locker. I don't know. This is all alleged. We don't know. But in her eyes, she was looking at it as my daughter was being disrespectful. I don't play that, and I was disciplining. That's how she puts it. And she feels like in those 4 months, all it took was 4 months for her daughter to make this mistake of getting pregnant. And I guess she's saying, had she been home, this would not have happened. Who knows? Because, teenagers are unpredictable. They can do things right up under your nose. I was a teenager. You guys teenagers once or teenagers now. And we all know we do things and sometimes our parents don't even know what's going on and it's right up under their nose. So a lot of people are saying that, obviously they're looking at Tommie as a bad parent for trying to trick her daughter into having an abortion. And they're not really understanding the whole, she doesn't want to see this life for her child. Is more of a thing like you try to get your daughter to have an abortion at 5 months pregnant, which is very risky, even for her daughter. That who knows what could happen in the middle of that procedure. So she's been receiving a lot of backlash, and my question is that bad parenting or just a concerned mom? With that going on, I also came across a tweet from Deyjah Harris, T.I.'s daughter. We all watched her grow up from a little girl on their reality show to the grown, beautiful woman that she is now modeling. And I came across this tweet where she said, "Watch how you speak to your children. I don't care how old they are. They still deserve the same respect in return." She also says, "The good thing about this generation is that we will all be much better parents and know what to do or say or what not to do and say." Okay, Miss Deyjah, girl. So, of course, the Shade Room got hold of this tweet and posted it. And, of course, T.I. comments that y'all are reaching, whatever else he had to say. A lot of people are automatically jumping to the conclusion that she is referring to her father, Deyjah Harris. We all know the rapper for the comments that he made a while back, a couple months ago. He went on a podcast and said that he goes with his daughter, Deyjah, to the gynecologist to check her hymen and make sure she is still a virgin. And it caused a whirlwind of controversy. A lot of people felt like there was so much wrong with that. And it spun way out of control. She was embarrassed, as she should, because she's 17, 18 years old. Nobody wants their father speaking about their sexual life publicly and putting that type of information out for the world to judge her, to judge him. It was not fair. So we know T.I. is not shy to controversy, and a lot of people felt like she was referring to her dad when she made this comment. So now let me give my 2 cents on this bad parenting thing. I always say I am not a parent. I'll be the first one to tell you I am not a mom. I do not have children of my own. I have raised nephews and a niece, and I'm in the education field. So I do have a lot of experience with children. And my 2 cents with the Tommie situation. I watched the video of Tommie, and all I saw was hurt. I saw a mom that's hurt because she knows what she went through as a teen mom, and she does not want that for her daughter. Was she wrong for trying to trick her daughter into having an abortion, especially at 5 months? I will have to say she was wrong for that. But would a mother do anything to protect her child? Absolutely. Sometimes the things a mom will do, it's not always rational, but they want to do whatever they can to protect their child. As T.I., the same for him, sort of. You want to protect your daughter from, giving her body to anybody, or, you want to protect her from the hurt. It's a parent's instinct, most, not all. It's a parent's instinct to protect their child, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there are ways of going about it so that you are not harming your child, embarrassing your child, or putting your child in an uncomfortable position to where it feels like you're the enemy instead of the nurturer and the protector. Like I said, I can only speak from a child's point of view. I grew up with a mom who I could go and have certain conversations with. Yeah, I was afraid of her, but she also made it comfortable that if something was wrong, I could come to her and have a conversation comfortably. If I was to become a teen mom, she probably would have been very unhappy because she knows the struggle. I wouldn't say what she did was bad parenting. I think the way she went about it was bad, maybe, but I feel like she was just desperate to get her daughter out of a situation where that vicious cycle, that vicious cycle of your mother was a teen mom, you become a teen mom, and now your child is becoming a teen mom. And being that Tommie and her mom did not have the best relationship, it is clear that she is fearful of these same things passing down to her own children, as any mother would. For those of you who do not know, I have actually wrote a book, as you can see right here, Inherited Dysfunction, written by Jennifer Hunter, available on Amazon.com. And in this book, it's a lot about that generational curse of passing those curses down to your children, and how you try sometimes everything in your being to break that cycle, but sometimes it just finds its way in your bloodline, and it just ends up happening. With today's children, I personally feel, and again, like I said, I'm not a parent, so parents, please do not come for me, but I'm just saying, these kids today are not like us growing up. I am a child of the 90s, and you know, we grew up to be seen, not heard. You know, what our parents said is what we were supposed to do. You do as I say, not as I do, type of thing. If you were upset, you weren't really allowed to express yourself and how you were feeling. It was like, shut up, get your butt in that room, stop crying before I give you a reason to cry type thing. You know, that's the era that I come from. And that's the upbringing that I had. Not saying necessarily that my parents was like that, but I'm just saying, like, that was how parenting was back then. And these children are not like that today. These children they're taught to express when something's bothering them. They hurt easy. They get emotional about things very easy. Opposed to us, we could take a licking and keep on ticking. These kids are not built like that today. So we can't go and make these same mistakes that our parents made with us and expect our child to be okay. We can't parent the way our parents did. We have to deal with these children differently. Learn your child's personality. Yeah, I believe in having a firm hand and, you know, your child know mommy or daddy is not to be played with, but don't let them fear you to that point where they are not comfortable telling you anything, because that's when all kind of things are going to take place behind your back. All type of sneaky things are going to take place, and these are the things that could end up happening. If they're scared to talk to you about sex, they're going to learn about it in all the wrong places. So no matter the age, don't be afraid to have that conversation with your child. Don't let the phones and all of that distract you from what's really going on. When your child come home, a lot of them say, I don't feel like talking about it. Talk to them. They don't want to talk to you about it because you never made them feel comfortable enough to express these things to you, because they're in fear of how you are going to react. So I just say, be mindful of things like that. Let your child have that comfort to talk to you. And like Deyjah said, just because they're children don't mean they don't deserve respect. Like, no matter the age, you can't demand your child respect you if you are not respecting your child. You can't tell your child to shut the F up or call them names or you're just like your father and expect them to open up to you or want to have conversations with you when you say things like that to them. You have to be very, very mindful of that. And then when they get to a certain age and they start talking back, or just something so simple as, Mom, why are you talking to me like that? And you take it as, oh, you disrespecting me because you're talking back. No, I'm asking you, why are you talking to me like that? And they have the right to say that. You didn't bring your child in this world to disrespect them. You didn't bring this child in this world to be your punching bag, which a lot of people also do. You know, you take frustrations out from maybe their father or something that happens to you at work, and because they're helpless and defenseless and rely on you, you think it's okay to take those angers and put that on your child, and that frustration and put that on your child. That's not fair. That child did not ask to be here. We have to always remember that. We have to be very careful of giving our traumas to our children. You have to think back to those things that were happening to you, how that made you feel. Now go back and look at your child and think about what you're doing to them. And again, I'm not a parent, so I'm not judging anybody's parenting skills because I know it's hard. I can only imagine how hard it is. But I just want to speak on from the child's perspective, and as an educator, seeing the emotion these kids go through based on what the parents are going through. You have to be very, very mindful of that. With that being said, that's a wrap for 2 Cent Tuesdays. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sure a lot of you are mothers or had to grow up dealing with these type of things with your own mother. So let me know in the comment down below. Is this bad parenting, or is this just being a concerned parent? And make sure you guys go cop my book, Inherited Dysfunction, available on Amazon.com, or you can DM me on Instagram and I will make sure you get a copy. You don't want to miss this. Is a good, very good book. All about breaking that generational curse. If you are new to this channel, I welcome you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time I post a new video. And give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you got this far, hit that thumbs up button. And follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be in the description down below. And Jenny is out.